I want to be the very best like no one ever was.
Don't make me lick your shadow ball. You're savoring every moment of it, right?
Okay, let's do this then.
Pretty close.
Welcome to Smoke Show, where we learn about different strains of cannabis while hanging out with the world's coolest people. Today, strawberry cough.
I'm your co-host Keith, and today I'm joined by my assistant co-host Brian. He's going to help us understand how educational the show is with some educational takeaways throughout.
Learn is important.
What are we hoping to learn today, gentlemen?
Well, we want to see if this strawberry cough does improve your memory recall.
Oh.
It is used medically to help Alzheimer's patients, so maybe you'll actually perform better today.
Cool. If you're watching on YouTube, you might notice this episode is worse. So head on over to secondtry.tv to watch the full uncensored version. You can get started for as low as $4.20 a month. It's a real price. Our guest today created Smosh and the YouTube series I Spent the Day With. Please welcome to Smoke Show, Anthony Padilla.
Woo! All right! Okay!
Hello.
What?
Hi. Hello.
Anthony, I'm so stoked you're here, man.
Yeah, me too. I don't like to go on many things, but you said we're smoking today, so I said I'm in.
Have you ever had a strawberry cough?
I don't really pay attention to strains. I think it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's
Is
what
that why we're here today, to figure out if it's bullshit or
We're
not?
trying to find out if
I want to
bullshit.
find out, because I've thought it was for a long time.
Yeah.
When I first started, I was like, every strain matters. There's a different type of feeling that you feel, but now I'm just like, weed is weed.
You're a bit of a toker. You're a weed smoker.
A little toker weed smoker. You were asking me how often I smoked earlier. I was like, I don't know, twice a day. You're like, do people know that?
You smoke twice a day?
I was like, is that a lot?
Well, twice a day. I mean, yes, that I would say. Yeah.
It depends if it's a weekend when I know I have nothing to do. On a weekday, maybe just after a long day of work.
You are a weed smoker.
It's become very familiar.
Today we are smoking Remember Valley Strawberry Cough. I've never seen this before.
Is this really supposed to help improve your memory? Is that why it's called this?
I hope so.
Do you want to read the stats on the back, how much THC is in that sucker here?
Let's see, we've got cannabinoids 27.2%, 26% THC.
I'd say by today's standards, that's kind of moderate to low.
Yeah.
Today's standards is like 40%.
Yeah, I think it's too much when
It's
people
too
are
much?
people are always trying to sell me joints that are like, do you want the super crazy joint? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I would actually like, what's the weakest joint you have? 'Cause
Right.
I'm doing this alone now.
A problem that I had is that I learned how to roll joints for my friends in college.
Okay.
And then I lived alone, but I still only knew how to roll joints for my friends in college. And so I would roll these fatty addies, these big thick joints for just me.
And then you like feel obligated to finish it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Midwesterners can relate to this through casseroles. You don't know how to make a casserole for less than 8 people, but you're never feeding
But
8
if you're
people.
making it just for yourself, then you're eating 8 people's worth of food.
You're eating 8 people's casseroles.
Well, and then you smoke this, and then you eat that, and then it feels right.
Exactly. How are you normally smoking? Are you joints, bongs, pipes?
Blunts.
Blunts?
Blunts?
Yes, they burn more slowly, they taste better.
Well, there's also tobacco in it.
No, it doesn't.
You do the leaf though.
Yeah, it's wrapped in the hemp leaf, but they don't sell
the hemp leaf.
Most of them don't have tobacco or nicotine
You're
or
buying
anything.
pre-rolled
like that.
blunts?
I buy pre-rolled blunts.
Los Angeles, baby.
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
get that Smosh money, you get the pre-roll.
Shall we?
Let's do it. Oh,
Guess first.
nice.
Okay, what we can do is a dual flame.
Oh, it's like Lady and the Tramp, but with weed.
It occurs to me that maybe we should start having like a full rainbow spectrum of lighters.
Oh yeah, we should.
Oh, that would be
So
fun.
that you choose what color you're most drawn to. Like, what would you actually buy?
I don't know. I guess it'd be like a teal or a red or maybe some other fancy kind of thing going on.
I'm not feeling orange today. This wouldn't be my lighter of choice.
But it smells like weed in here, let me tell you.
I was wondering how quickly it would engulf the room. 2 hits.
We're trying to be the first streaming platform that has smell-o-vision, but most TVs aren't ready.
You think they'll be ready in like 5 years?
I
maybe?
think we gotta be close.
We gotta be close, right?
Right.
So first, this is strawberry cough, so let's take a little hit and cough and see how we feel.
When you cough,
Does it taste like strawberries?
no, not at all. 0%.
I'm not tasting strawberries.
I'd like to.
You feel far away from me?
Yeah,
I feel far away from
I feel
you.
like I really want to be close.
Let's f***ing
Yeah?
Yeah, let's shove this shit closer.
You'll cut around me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah, we're gonna cut all this out. I hope. Maybe not.
It feels natural.
Two bros sitting on chairs, 3 feet closer.
Weed is already bringing you together.
Can you describe the smell in this room? What does this weed smell like? Because to me, it smells like something very specific.
I'm not getting strawberries at all.
No.
I'm getting burnt popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting the hallway of a college apartment building.
That just made popcorn.
Probably, right? That is a good cover.
I feel like the smell is like been burned into the carpet or
Yes.
something, right? It's like in the walls.
It doesn't really smell good.
No.
This
no.
is one of the cheaper smelling smokes that we've had.
Yeah.
This is a late night, and I kind of come to and I go, whose fucking apartment is this?
It stinks.
It stinks.
It's not a
And
pleasant.
for some reason, the cloud of smoke is just over your faces.
One little thing of ash on your mustache. Okay, it's gone now. I just was good looking out.
It's called a mustache.
That's why it's called a mustache.
That's why it's called a mustache. I don't know if you've ever looked up the reason, but it's that.
What does that mean?
It means that you must ash your...
Mustache. You said it 3 times and I didn't get it, and now it's the best joke I've ever heard. So exciting. Let's
What are you trying to find?
Let's do an activity.
Okay.
First up, try say the same word at the same time. Are you familiar with this game?
So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna say a word.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have to go again.
Oh, I get it. You're getting closer and closer to one word. Got it. I've done this before.
You might get further away.
Got you.
Okay.
Cool.
You ready?
Yes.
Can you? Okay, we'll count. We don't need your help.
Yeah, we don't need you.
We don't need you. This is our thing.
I don't need that.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Kitty.
Ash. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Death.
Catch 'em. Okay, so I
Okay,
went
I
Ash
thought
Ketchum. He went from Ash to
I was
death.
combining Ash and Kitty
Yeah,
together to equal death.
That's bleak.
It's a little bleak, but that's where my mind went. I thought that was the common ground.
Okay, great.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Drug
Battle.
overdose. Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Gladiator.
Addiction.
Okay, we're going back and forth.
Gladiator and addiction.
Okay. One, 2, 3. Russell Crowe.
Oh! Yes! We got there! We got there! Shout out to Russell Crowe, big fan of the show. I know it. Leave a comment below, Russell.
That's the most alive I've ever felt.
That's good. Do you have a disco ball helmet?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
What is that for?
Well, it's just, there will be a time when it makes sense, I'm
In
sure.
this video? Or just a time in space and time?
I think that could apply to both, yeah. Well, we can try it now and see if it feels
I want
right.
to see how it feels. Yeah, how's that feel?
Feels pretty
You
good
look
to
great.
me.
Do you feel safer?
I guess I feel a little safer.
But if you crash in that, the shards of glass are going everywhere.
When do you think is the most appropriate time to wear this?
Roller skating.
Are you actually afraid of being hurt, or is this a fashion statement?
In life, I'm very afraid of getting hurt. One of my biggest fears is getting hurt. I'm very risk averse.
What's the most pain you've ever been in?
That's a good question.
I've broken my hand once. That hurt a lot.
Okay.
I had hernia surgery.
Oh
repair
shit!
surgery.
Did you
That
get a
hurt.
mesh?
Yeah, I got mesh in there now.
I have a little hernia too, and they said it's up to you to decide, but probably not worth it because it's not quite extreme enough to get the mesh.
Mine
So
was
you have like a current hernia they haven't done surgery on?
Yeah, I got it while shooting Smosh the movie. Yeah.
Oh, you earned yours. I was born with mine.
You were born with it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
You earned it in some ways.
It's true. It hurt.
Yeah,
feel,
I could
I
imagine.
feel jealous.
You jealous that you don't have a hernia?
No, that you guys are connecting.
Do you want to wear the hat?
No.
You want to pick up something really heavy real quick and see what happens? I'll jump on your back. That's how I got it. I was supposed to do this stunt scene where I was getting pulled back and I was flinging my body forward. I didn't know how to use my core properly, so I was like, oh shit. When I flung forward, I was like, something popped there.
So you knew it.
Is that the most painful thing that's ever happened
It
to
actually
you?
didn't hurt.
Yeah.
That was more scary. I was like, when something pops and it doesn't hurt, that's not good.
That's how it was when I broke my eardrum.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't hurt, but it freaked me the f out.
Am I crazy or are they like, they're
No, I was
really
swimming too
vibing,
deep.
the two of them? I don't,
Whoa!
I thought it was supposed to be me is the thing. It says, these two are really...
He
I'm
keeps
so
grabbing
sorry.
your attention. I think you need the disco ball helmet.
Maybe I'm just going to put it on comparison.
Let's check in with your bodies for science.
Okay.
How do your arms feel?
You know, now that you mention it, I guess they're a little heavier than I'm used to them being. I wasn't really thinking about my arms, but now that you asked, I can't not think about them.
Is it bad that mine feel normal?
No, it's not bad.
No, that's valid.
So you're telling me you could totally do normal arm things?
What are normal arm?
Like if I put your arm like this, well, it floats. I mean, that's unexpected.
Well, here, let's try another one. Can you feel your eyelids?
Oh boy. Yeah, I hate that question.
I feel like I have tension here. I didn't realize I had tension here, but I do.
How do we release tension in the eyelids?
It may not entirely be tension, Anthony, because in strawberry cough, it's a hybrid mixed with haze, and haze gives you a little bit of a sativa head high there.
Dare I say a haze?
Yeah, so you might be feeling that haze.
Whoa. Oh, I feel the haze.
Bro, you hazing?
I got hazed out.
I'm hazing. Uh-oh, it's time for a riddle.
What's inside the green glass door?
What's inside the green glass door?
Oh, it's a riddle though.
Yeah, and we can give you clues.
Do you just want to give a guess, or do you
I'm
want
thinking like a terrarium, a window of a plant. That's what they're called, right? Terrariums?
Yeah, there are terrariums inside the green glass door, but there are no tanks.
The fuck does that mean? Who said anything about tanks?
we never asked if there was a tank. There's fish tanks. There's...
Is it a fish tank?
Fish tanks are not.
Is it a really buff dude who's like, sup, I'm tank?
Buff is, but dude is not.
Yeah.
Buff is? I don't want to be on the show anymore. I feel like I'm being attacked.
I know, you've been very successful so far.
The answer is cannabis because it's a door that unlocks your mind.
Cannabis is inside the green glass door. Weed is also inside the
Is this
green
just
glass
the name
door.
of a dispensary that sponsored the episode?
Well, pot is not inside the green glass
We
door.
are looking for sponsors.
what's inside the green?
Does this have to do with the letters of the words that these words begin with?
Ooh, you might be on.
I know there's some riddles that are
What's inside
where
the
things
green-
don't seem related, but they have to do with the letter.
I know what the it is. What's
What is
inside
it?
the green?
What is
glass?
it?
Double letters.
Yes.
What?
Way to go, Zach.
Very nice. Congratulations to Zach. Write that one down for us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Win
we
for
got
Zach.
I would say a win for us because he brought me there.
Was it the letters? That
It was the
helped?
letters because the answer was letters. Up next, Crocodile Dentist. I am stoked as hell. This is a game that I don't even remember if I did play it as a kid.
I did play this.
Is this the thing where you push the teeth down?
Yeah, so based on your spin, that's how many teeth you push down. Would you like me to go first or you?
Yeah, can you go? I know Russell Crowe's watching, so I'm a little nervous.
2.
You're scared? You think it's gonna chomp on the first one?
I
It
know
could.
it's gonna chomp.
It's just as likely.
2.
Wow.
Does this smash your finger?
I assume he does. He bites it right off.
Is that why I signed the contract about injuries before
Yes.
this? Okay.
I keep getting 2s. Okay, I'm going for the middle.
Oh wait, is there one tooth that's rigged?
Yeah.
Per round. Make sure that one's down. Okay.
Down.
Nervous.
3.
3.
Oh man.
Okay, there's
How
only
many are
6
left?
teeth left.
6 teeth left. I could feel the button was harder to press.
Holy shit.
I could feel it.
Holy shit!
Oh, my dismembered finger.
Oh no.
Holy shit, get this out of here. Get it out of
Oh
here.
goodness.
Bad vibes.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Bad.
Oh, that was tough.
That scarred me.
So I'm curious, you have been smoking, you're a big weed smoker. When did you start smoking?
I think about 14 years ago, I dabbled in it, enjoyed myself, but then got super panicky, had panic attacks, hated life, got panic attacks even when I wasn't smoking, kind of destroyed my life for a little bit. So I stopped for a good like 6-7 years, and then I tried it again. And I was like, oh, this is great. I just can't be in my head. So
What age were you when it caused panic attacks?
I think that was like 22.
Put that down.
Yeah. Make sure to tell the cops.
So I mean, my follow-up question was gonna be, were you stoned as hell when you were making all your early Smosh videos?
No, no. I know you would think so, but no.
Yeah. No.
No, we did do some jokes where we like had to go buy a bong because there was like a joke in there. And it was like, "Oh, you guys are such potheads." And we were like, "I've never smoked weed before," but yeah. No, I didn't start until many years after we started that.
Is weed currently part of your creative process?
It's just part of my process.
So your Pokemon theme song was at one point, am I correct, it was the most viewed video on YouTube?
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing, right?
It doesn't feel like a real thing to say or hear. So I'm just like, yeah, I guess that was a fact.
And you were the most subscribed channel on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess 3 different times. It was weird. There was like 100 days here, 200 days here, 300 days here, or something like that. It was interesting. It was at a time where subscriber counts really mattered because there was no algorithm.
Yeah.
So people were really keeping track of like the shifts and how close it was until someone was gonna pass someone else.
We were adults when our first video came out. I think we were 20. No, I guess I was 24. I was young.
Yeah, you were young 20s, I was late 20s.
You do a lot of meditation and yoga and all the mindfulness. Do you think that is a response to your, going famous at such an early age?
Actually, yeah, I feel like I've had to learn how to balance out just how much was thrown at me so quickly and how much I just said yes to everything because I thought that I couldn't let these opportunities go away, even though so many of these opportunities were going directly against my natural nature. Like even being on camera it takes a lot of energy from me. But then I would just like do anything and everything until I was just completely destroyed. So I think that's what I didn't learn is like what having a good work-life balance was. It was like every opportunity you just gotta say yes.
So you have a show I spent a day with. This is kind of like its degenerate little brother.
This one? Yeah.
It's such a like left turn, right? And I'm curious, why did you do that show?
I realized it just came kind of natural to me to be more curious about the differences in people and seeing that there were actually more commonalities in different types of people. Even when from the outside it might look like there's more of a reason to judge someone or a type of person, there actually are so many different common things that you could relate to anyone.
That's sick. Is your mouth super dry right now? Because mine
my throat is sandpaper.
On the strawberry cough stats, it does say that you guys should have dry mouth. So you guys are right on schedule.
Schedule 1 drug.
Yeah. Oh, actually, now they just changed it.
When? Since when?
Last week.
What? Last week?
So it's very new, dude.
Wait, tell me about it.
They just rescheduled weed last week in the United States. It's now, I think, a Schedule 3?
It's no longer as dangerous as heroin.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
We did it!
It just became non-dangerous.
I believe by next year, weed businesses should be able to bank, and you should be able to use your credit card.
Oh shit, so it's like
Stuff
going
like that.
federal.
Yeah, so like no more cash business. It'll be a lot easier to visit the weed store because you know they're not like full of cash and will likely be robbed.
How are you feeling right now? Do you want to smoke more?
Yeah.
On YouTube, we're not allowed to show you anything, so we wouldn't dare. Next time you see us, we're gonna be pretty much the same.
Wow, that's what smoking weed is like.
It's time for another trivia question.
The first garden strawberry was grown in 18th century France. Can you name one other thing that was invented in 18th century France?
Just anything?
Anything that was invented in France in the 1700s.
The guillotine.
Nope.
No, that was way before that.
Pumpkins.
Close.
Close, but no.
What else was...
A lot of these
Haircuts.
involve gases. That might be coincidental.
Balloons?
Balloons.
Yeah, balloons.
Balloons.
The French invented the balloon.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is so French.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Bonjour, mon petit chou.
No, you don't speak French.
No.
I want to smoke a little more. I feel really nice. I like this weed.
Also, the steamboat, gas lamps, and the modern
I
graphite.
don't want to know what was made in
I'm
France.
just gonna tell you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Steamboats.
Steamboat, gas lamps, and the graphite pencil. The modern pencil is French.
You're telling me that I could have been hanging on a steamboat with balloons eating a strawberry for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So strawberry cough is known for its sweet smell of fresh strawberries before you smoke it.
It smells really good when it's not smoked.
That is lovely.
It smells really good.
Oh, that is just lovely.
Now, the next part, it's known for an expanding sensation that can make even the most seasoned smoker cough.
I don't agree with making you cough.
Yeah, it seems like you've been
like,
just
what?
fine.
We haven't needed to cough.
So the terpenes that you're tasting right now, the main terpene that you're tasting is myrcene, and that's known for its calming effect. So
Friend of the show.
Yeah. And then the backup dancers in this routine are pinene and coryphaline. And those are 2 terpenes that help with cognition and focus and brain fog. And so that's where you're getting a little bit of the recall in there.
I feel like I could play Beat Saber. I could, if things were flying at me, I could tackle them.
That sounds so fun right now.
That
Please
sounds-
tell me you got Beat Saber set up that you're flying out for us right now.
I fucking wish, man.
You know, they say this is good for recall. Can either of you think of something that happened to you in 4th grade?
I moved to a new school in 4th grade. So I was like the new kid, and there was this window where everyone was like, who's that? I bet he's hot. And I didn't know what to do with that.
Did you feel like you had to prove that you were the hot new kid?
The problem is that I came from a school where we were still in the boys, girls have cooties phase. And so then I went to a school where they were over that phase, but I didn't know that yet. And so someone came up to me and said, this person thinks you're cute. And I went, that's gross. I feel like that moment changed the trajectory of my life. There's an alt reality where I'm the homecoming king.
Wow.
Who were you in 4th grade?
I was a very shy kid who just played video games all day.
Shy?
Oh my God, yes!
You don't strike me as shy.
See, that's the great illusion. I'm very shy.
Did you start making videos because you were afraid of people?
What?
Because I lacked social skills, I would make little movies with my teddy bears. And for you, your teddy bears was Ian.
I think that that independent thing was like designing websites and stuff that I did when I was younger, because then it gave me an excuse to be reclusive but feel like I was still being productive and growing in some way. But then eventually became making videos with Ian, and I think that was just about capturing the fun moment between 2 friends. Ian was like one person that energized me when I hung out with him.
He sent me a text, by the way.
Did you say Anthony's getting zooted right now? Thanks
No, he said,
Don't go easy on Anthony with the smoke.
With the smoke?
Strawberry snack taste test. We're gonna try different snacks that are strawberry flavored. I heard you were vegan.
That is correct. Oh yeah, no, these all are.
Are particularly vegan.
Oh,
And these are
those look good.
some high-end strawberries from one of the finest California farms.
These are $20 strawberries?
Yes.
They got a stalk on them. Oh, these are made for like dipping in chocolate and stuff.
There are. We tried to get it and we couldn't get it in time. Oh, go.
Wow. The way you were about to eat that was very hot.
You gotta hold the handle. Why isn't the handle there if it's not?
Welcome to our next segment. Eat a strawberry as sensually as possible.
You're savoring every moment of it, right?
This is a tease on we're edging ourselves with strawberries.
You got a little
bet I
shine
do.
on your face from it.
I rubbed the strawberry right on me.
Shall we eat?
I can't wait any longer. There we go.
I will say, you guys didn't take a bite as much as you allowed it to enter your mouth.
So it went deeper, and then we pulled it out a little bit to take a smaller bite.
The strawberry is hitting on a level that no strawberries ever hit in the history of the world.
They also started selling like moondrop grapes and all these other cotton candy grapes that kind of have like an interesting flavor.
What are they doing with that?
I don't know.
Who ate a grape and said, "Oh, I wish it were cotton candy"?
I don't know, but it tastes really good.
I don't know.
It does taste good.
But apples, keep going. Apples are getting better
Is
and
Honey
better.
Crisp the best, or is it
Galaxy
not Honey
Crisp?
Well, oh shit, I've heard about Galaxy
We're
Crisp.
going to the next level. Because it used
Okay.
to be, guys, you don't understand. We were all eating Macintosh and it was merely bullshit.
Yeah.
And then one day, don't pretend that it's not. It sucks. And-
Macintosh in Vermont are very
Yeah, look, I went to f***ing Vermont. They're mealy, okay? And then all of a sudden,
Fuji comes around, and you bite into it one day, and you're like, it's the crispness of a Granny Smith, but with the sweetness that I've been
That's
craving.
true.
What
That's
the f***
true.
is this?
and they keep getting better.
Yeah.
You say that you don't want genetically modified food, you do. You want scientists to massage and push your plants into the place you want them to be.
That's how corn was made.
Oh, before we move to the next food, for science purposes, could you compare the smell of these strawberries to the smell of your strawberry Hoff-Weekes?
I will.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, great smell for 'em.
Been working on it.
You do a lot of yoga, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you do it when you're stony?
Oh yeah, that's the best time to do it. No, the strawberries smell way better, but you smell a little sweetness in those, I think.
It's really good. I haven't really put my face in a basket of strawberries, maybe ever.
Isn't it fun?
We'll eat the candy.
We gotta eat candy.
Cheers. That was very good.
This is better than strawberries.
This texture is.
Turns out,
I agree.
fake strawberries better. I thought that Pete Sour Kid was the Sour Patch Kids. I love that one.
What?
We're just gonna move on. Move on from the sentence. Didn't want to be heard.
I used to eat candy every single day, like a bag.
There's a lot of candy. Too much candy.
Until what age?
Until like probably 7 years ago or something.
What made you change?
I was like, this can't be good for me.
I don't want to eat this. It's too thick.
Looks like a foam roller.
You gotta nibble on it. You can't put the whole thing in. It tastes really good though, I think.
It tastes like a Twizzler. Are you Twizzler or Red Vine?
Twizzler all the way.
Yeah, I mean, red vines are gross.
Bro, red vine, that's a punishment.
They're disgusting.
This isn't my favorite. It's getting caked in my teeth the way Swedish Fish do.
I think this is better than Swedish Fish in all ways.
Well, of course it's better than Swedish Fish. It's a low bar. Desiree and I.
Saying today or pissing me off?
We know the rope's gonna be the best, right?
We know rope hits. Not as much flavor, but then there's a delayed punch sour.
It gets very sweet at the end. There's an evolution to this
This one's a
thing.
little roller coaster ride.
Oh, now the sweetness is coming in very strong.
This is what the Sour Patch slogan claims it's doing. And we're like, no, you're not actually. You're just delicious.
This delivers on the promise it didn't even make. I'm flown with it. This one, and after I ate it, it sits there and lingers in such a strong way. I like this even has a gradient to it. How beautiful, huh?
Really pretty.
Wow. They really did better than nature.
Sour is good.
Although I might argue that what nature created is actually prettier than this. Humans had any opportunity to make it look any way they want, and they made it look like this.
I think we should stay in this segment for the rest of the day. Next up, it's time for a sexy Pokemon costume try-on. We didn't ask you if you wanted to do this, and if you don't want to do this, we don't have to.
As long as it's got assless chaps, I'm in.
Well, then maybe this one goes to you.
Okay.
Oh, that is a hot little dingo.
What Pokemon are these?
Yeah, what the is that?
I don't know what that is.
Which way is the front? What is this? This is my butt?
That's your bottom.
That's sick. Okay. This is gonna be hot, actually. I thought it was weird until this moment, and now I realize I'm gonna look hot as f.
It accentuates all of the right body parts. I wonder which body part this goes on. You think this is for my thighs?
Ooh, yeah.
I do need someone's help to mic me.
I got it.
I lost my hand, so I don't know that I can do anything else.
I like the paws. It, like mild furry vibes.
I wouldn't say mild. Keith, do you want to help me out as well?
Oh, yeah, a little harness.
Where do you think it should go?
Are you just testing me?
Yeah, where do you think
I think, doesn't it go around the thighs? Yeah, okay.
It's a lot of...
Okay,
There's a lot of
this
yardage
goes around the
here.
belt,
Does this not go around the...
and then this goes like that. And then this is a chest harness?
It like goes around your arms and then around your waist.
Get me suited up!
So many
Yeah.
belts.
Oh good, I'm glad you're putting it on the
just-
proper region.
Just in case it's supposed to go there.
Yeah.
When you're wearing the harness, it's really about how does it feel to have the leather around you.
Oh, so it's more about how you wear the harness, not why you wear the harness.
Yeah, huh?
Bubble Beam! I want to be the very best like no one ever was.
Don't make me lick your shadow ball. So his favorite moves are bite, choke lightly, with consent. That's it.
And
Two
call me
favorite
daddy.
attacks.
Oh, my foot's caught. Oh no. Oh no, my foot's caught. Up next, oil paintings. So Annie, you are a big painter.
Yeah, I just picked it up about 6-ish months ago.
Wait, really? Your
6 months ago?
stuff is fantastic.
Yeah.
Here, we have it
That's
right
brand
here.
new.
You are
Yeah, it's
quite
brand new.
prolific for 6 months.
I want to ask you about these. Are you just like good at stuff? Are you one of those?
No, I just decided to see what it'd be like to go in and commit to doing it. I bought like a 12-pack of pieces of like canvases that were about this size.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna just shit out 12 pieces, learn how to use the materials, learn what I like to do, and then I moved on to bigger canvases.
So I'm showing some of these here. Like these are quite abstract. This one I love. And
Thank you.
We shat out these pieces.
No, these weren't shit out. There were some You don't have any of my
Show me the
shit-outs.
one you shat.
No, there's none of the shit out ones in there.
When you are painting, like, is this for you a feeling? Are you listening to a specific song? What am I looking at here?
It's all that. It's just a representation of how I'm feeling at the time. It feels like I just journaled like 50 pages in a journal or diary or something. Every one is representative of whatever emotion I feel like I need to process, and it helps me not carry on to that baggage. Whenever I always have a canvas out now, and I'm like, whenever I have an emotion and it calls for me, I'm like, I pick some colors, and then I sit on it for a moment, and then I see the colors, and I'm like, F it, let's see what happens.
Sick.
It's so fun.
You just made me want to paint. So how are you feeling on this day?
This was a combination of a lot of different feelings. This was like, this side is representing me, this is someone I was connecting with, and I felt like I just captured the way that I feel like our energies are.
What are you feeling on this day?
So this is processing a lot of heavy emotions.
Yeah.
This is two people watching a beautiful sunset while a dwelling is burning on fire.
I felt that before. Let's do some painting.
Are we gonna actually paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have real canvases.
So watch out for your clothes and shit, it'll stain.
Okay, what is this?
This is the oil, so we could use this as a foundation. If you want to Bob Ross it, you could put a little bit on your canvas and you could just
And then I just paint
thin it out on it. Just to get like a layer going here. It makes the paint go on a little bit thinner and easier.
How come mine's making this scratchy noise and yours is not?
It looks like yours has been used and it's hardened.
Yeah, it's hard.
Loosen it up.
Oh my god, you need to be
Yeah,
loose.
that one's been used before, it looks like.
Yeah, next time I'll ask you to bring your set. But that would have ruined the light in your eyes.
And the disappointment.
It's all good, you can make anything work. So then, yeah, I guess like figure out what you want your base layer color to
Okay.
be. I usually pick two.
I might do like a white blue, mix them together.
Yeah, do a little bit.
I used to paint as a kid, but I didn't stick with it, and I didn't really have like a style. Like I just did whatever the class we were working on that day.
So nothing was creative expression. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna do black and red together so that when I paint them on, they'll have separate layers.
Oh, you're not actually mixing them, you're painting with both of them.
I've never just started painting without an intention.
That's how I like to go about it. Some people are gonna have very different approaches and be like, I need to know what I'm working on before I start, but I like it to just be a flow.
Anthony, you've mentioned flow a couple of times.
Have I?
Yeah, painting, is that really what gets you into a flow state?
Definitely, I did. I turn off my brain and just listen to my emotions, and
So you keep talking, Anthony. No, it's really good.
no one will know.
No. Talk about the flow state.
I get to just be intuitive with it all instead of pre-planning everything like I felt like I've needed to do in my life.
Yeah, I think of flow state a lot because the movie Soul, the Disney movie,
Yeah.
Oh,
where
they
they
did
talk
that?
about jazzing.
Oh, yeah.
And their definition of jazzing is pretty much like flow state. And
When you're just like so on your game that you're like up in a higher
Yeah,
level.
and you could never spill water.
you're in the zone.
Wow, look at that.
I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just figuring it out.
Okay, well mine's blue.
The thing about oil is the less you work it, the more that the colors remain separated, which sometimes gets you interesting looks.
Just seeing that go on, it's doing nice things for me.
Sometimes I'll even take a picture of it on my phone so I can see it really tiny, and then I kind of see like, what does it remind me of?
Gotta optimize your art for Instagram.
That looks cool.
I know what it means to me, but I'm not gonna tell you.
If there was an apocalypse, do you think you'd still be silly?
When shit goes down, I'm looting.
Oh yeah, you already know that
That's
for
always
sure.
been my emergency plan. Live close to a grocery store.
I don't know. I feel like if you don't get there in the first 30 minutes, you shouldn't go.
Before LA went into lockdown for COVID, I had Maggie go into Target. I'm like, hey, I've been reading this thing from immunocompromised people. Like, I gotta lay low. We gotta get a bunch of food and be ready for 2 weeks. And she goes into Target, she comes back and she says, it was really overwhelming, but I did get us Uncrustables.
Anthony, did anyone teach you this, or you just kind of?
No,
Wow.
feels right.
I'm also self-taught.
Done!
I would love to see your painting.
I'll call this one California Wildfires.
Wow.
It feels like you just woke up, looked outside, and you're like, oh, there's some fires going on today.
This is my painting.
Oh, you got real globby.
Yeah, I got real globby. I, started out with just brush strokes, and then I wanted to make a little flamingo man. There's a couple of fucking parrots outside my house, and at first I was like, that's so sick, they're parrots. They escaped from a fire zoo.
No,
Zoofire?
a bird shop that burned down.
Is this what it looked like?
Fire zoo.
Is this what it looked like outside?
I'm sorry.
A fire
They
zoo?
escaped from a
Yeah, a fire zoo. What is that? Where did that come from?
I was trying to come up with the 2 words that would get
And
me
then
there.
your glee with a bird shop that burned down.
Well, it was in like the 70s, who knows? So they're parrots.
How old are these parrots?
These are the descendants of the parrots. That's the tale.
I've heard that tale.
So
The green parrots.
they're the green parrots.
yeah.
So at first I was like, yeah, parrots, fire zoo made the parrots happen. But then they're loud. They're like little dinosaurs. Other birds you hear, you open your door and you hear tweedly, tweet, 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 sing my little song. And then parrots through your closed door are like, hi!
Somebody say something so I can repeat it. Gosh darn it!
Oh wow, so you captured the anguish that you experienced well.
Yeah, do you see anguish?
I see anguish.
I appreciate
I'm seeing that emotion in there. It comes across strong.
People think I'm just happy-go-lucky,
Yeah,
but
this
there's
is the
there's
true.
depth.
Yeah, there's a lot of
what's
stuff
on the
going on
inside.
underneath.
This is what's going on the inside.
While Brian takes them away, why don't we have a little riddle?
Okay.
You are walking through a field and you find something to eat. It doesn't have bones.
Strawberry.
And it doesn't have meat.
Strawberry.
You pick it up and put it in your pocket.
Strawberry.
You take it home and put it on a shelf.
Definitely strawberry.
But a few days later, it walks away.
Strawberry with legs.
What is it? It's got no bones, it's got no meat.
Nope.
Okay.
Bones.
You pick it up and put it in your pocket.
But then it walks away. Is it fruit by the foot?
Very cute.
Is it an egg with the bird in it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an egg. It's an egg.
Let's go! Also, a few days later, there would already be bones in that shit.
I was thinking that too. So when I first heard this, I thought, well, maybe it's an insect egg. Because insects don't have bones.
They have exoskeletons.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know how you find out eggs are bad, how you put them in the water and they float? I wish all food did that. Such a fun way.
What would be your favorite food to test out that way?
Steak.
When you go to the grocery store, you knock on the watermelon?
I sniff the pineapple.
Well, that's...
And I pluck the hat from the pineapple.
At the store?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I pluck one.
Oh, because you don't want them to weigh it and
okay.
charge you for the weight.
No. That's how you tell if it's ripe. If it comes right out and it's like no resistance at all, like that's just ready to be eaten now.
I didn't know that.
Write that down.
I didn't know it either, but I remembered. Wow. Strawberry cough.
Also, I didn't know about the egg thing, because that's also the way they test to see if someone's a witch or not in Salem witch trials. I wonder if that's where they got it from, is from eggs.
They float, it's bad
They
news.
floated bad news.
Well, are you guys ready for a little field trip? We're gonna go outside and play a little game.
Okay.
You're not only a famous internet celebrity, but you're also in movies.
Most specifically, my favorite franchise, Angry Birds.
It's a good one.
Now, I knew you were thinking the whole time, how are we gonna go this whole episode and not ask you about your role in Angry Birds 1
Yeah, I was
and 2?
wondering about that. Yeah.
Well, you only really get to be a voice actor, right? You don't ever really get to feel like you're in the movie. So we wanted to give you that ability today and let you play a little Angry Birds IRL. Unfortunately, we only have the big red guy. Sorry.
Loser.
Yeah. You're gonna be using this. Let me give you a little demo. You're gonna take this, you're gonna pull this one down. Try to put him here. So get him nicely in there. And then you're just gonna grab on both sides. We can all work together to accomplish this.
Yeah.
You're gonna pull him back. You're just gonna let it rip, and then we wanna kill those pigs.
Okay, I'm gonna murder these pigs.
How did that happen?
It was very fun. They reached out to Ian and I for the first movie, and then we got to just kind of riff and make some sounds. I think my character's voice was like okay, okay, let's do this then.
Shit.
Pretty close.
Shit. Okay.
I think I was too high.
We'll cut that out. No one
I'm
needs
too
to know.
high, guys.
No one needs to know. No.
Everyone knows I'm high.
Oh! Whoa. That was good. Oh, that was so close.
Did we win? That's the line.
All right, Zach, give it a go. Give it a shot.
Yeah, I want to see you make it.
I've always wanted to do this.
Was this on your bucket
That's
list?
that you've always wanted to do.
Always one, always. Not bad.
So close.
All right, this is very important, guys.
Let's do this then.
Oh!
Yes.
Let's go!
He killed you. We crushed you and your little piggy family.
Take that.
Wait, can you put that pig back though? I do want to try. Hell yeah.
Zach.
Wow.
That's so beautiful.
That was beautiful. You crying?
Something's in my eye, but
okay.
yeah, it's also beautiful.
It's okay.
Put that on the clipboard, Mr. Man.
I will. I left it inside though.
All right, back inside.
Thanks so much for coming on this episode of Smoke Show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me out. Thanks for providing lots of free weed and free food and free costumes that were so sexy.
But before you go, we did learn some things today. Brian,
Yeah.
could you tell us what we learned?
So we learned that it is possible for Zach and Anthony to win at the same time. We also learned that Zach doesn't need us.
We don't need you. This is our thing.
We learned that Zach's arms feel heavy, but Anthony's arms float.
Well, it floats. Anthony, before I let you go, find yourself a little gift.
Oh, I get to take a gift for myself?
Oh, no.
I like this little guy.
Who put that in the bowl? This is the best thing. Who put that in the bowl?
Oh, shoot!
Yeah, that's way better than everything else.
This is sick!
Obviously, you picked that.
There's weight to it.
nice, right?
Oh, it's fun to look
That's
at, and it
nice.
keeps going. Look at that, infinite momentum.
Anthony, thanks for coming, I guess.
You're welcome.
This has been Smoke Show. I hope you're a Smoke Show. See you later.
This is actually insane.